Welcome to the series of Renga lessons for beginners. Lesson 11, Schedules. In this lesson, we will study creating schedules, adding and editing columns, formatting schedules, editing object parameters and properties with schedules. Once object modeling is complete, it's time to calculate the quantity of materials used in a project. The schedule tool is used for this purpose. In the Quick Start course, we have already covered the basic tools for working with schedules. Watch the Quick Start course lesson 4 first. In this video, we will take a detailed look at working with schedules using the example of the 3D model of a multi-story apartment building. In order to create a new schedule, do following. Click Open Project Explorer. Click the Create New Schedule button. Enter the schedule's name. In this lesson, we will create a floor schedule for the entire building, divided by floors. In order to open the schedule in the Project Explorer, left-click its thumbnail. A Renga schedule is a representation of a model in a tabular format. The schedule is created using the commands for adding and editing columns, which are automatically filled with the values of the selected parameters, properties and quantities. In order to add a schedule column to schedule, do following. On the command panel, click the Insert Schedule column to the right button or the Insert Schedule column to the left button. In the appeared window, select the object type for which the schedule is created. Room in our case. Then select the parameter, the quantities, property or unique ID of this object type whose values will be displayed in the schedule. We choose level. Next, in the right part of the window, specify the header of the schedule column and also the display properties of the data in the schedule column. Click OK. Let's repeat the steps and add a new column on the right. Select the object type room and parameter room name. Now we add a new column where the area will be calculated. We select the object type room and parameter gross floor area. To calculate the area, we turn on the options Summarize Values on Aggregate and Display Total. We also need to specify unit, square meter, and number of digits after decimal, too. If you need to add a few schedule columns to schedule, do following. Select the command for insertion of schedule column, for example, the Insert Schedule column to the right command. In the appeared window, select from the drop-down list one of the object types for which the schedule is created. Room. Hold Ctrl, select the properties whose values will be displayed in the schedule. For example, room category and gross volume. Click OK. To edit a schedule column, select the schedule column. On the command panel, click the Edit Schedule Column command. Change the schedule column properties. For instance, width. Click OK. To delete a schedule column, select the schedule column. On the command panel, click the Delete Schedule Column command. If you want to create a schedule for two or more types of objects, for example, for windows and doors, then when creating the schedule, you should select common parameters and properties for these object types, for example, level, mark, type. Formatting schedule is executed using following parameters from panel. Row border. Schedule column border. Outside border. It defines the outer borders of the schedule header line, as well as the outer borders of the schedule value area. Filter. It allows to create the schedule only for those model objects that match the specified criteria. Topic. Current view of schedule. It allows you to turn off the display schedule headers and schedule column headers and also aggregate identical records into one row and display assemblies content. Grouping items in the schedule. Groups the schedule data by the selected schedule column so that the values of this schedule column are converted to the group headers. In order to sort the grouped elements, use the ascending or descending options on the Group By menu. Sorting items in the schedule. It allows you to sort the schedule data in ascending or descending on the selected schedule column. The column elements that the values are sorted cannot be grouped. To group, sort the values by another column. The header of the schedule is not framed by borders. You cannot assign border parameters to only one row or the schedule column. To format headers, schedule columns and total row of schedule, use Format panel. You can assign font family, font size, font style, horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, schedule column width, row height. If the contents of the cell do not fit at the specified row height, the row height is automatically increased to a multiple of the set value. To insert a symbol into a schedule or column header, move the cursor to the input field. Right-click the field to open the shortcut menu and select the symbol option. Select the symbol. If you format the header or total row, the format rules are applied to each cell separately. If you format the group header, the format rules are applied to all the group headers. If you format the schedule cell with values, the format rules are applied to the whole column the cell belongs to. Parameters or properties in cells can be edited. By doing this, the data in the model will also change. When data from more than one object is combined in a single cell, the data from all of the objects is updated. To change data in the cells, in the window that opens, double-click the cell where you want to enter text. Enter the text. To break lines, press Ctrl+Enter. To finish editing, press Enter. Editing is not possible for all cells. The following data is not available for editing: quantities, data in the cells of the common column, numeric values in the columns when the summarize values on aggregate checkbox is selected. Users may select objects in the model from schedules. For that, choose the needed object and on the command panel, click Select in Model. You may also go to the objects in the model by right-clicking the cell and choosing Select in Model in the context menu. We changed the name of the ground-level room from grocery store to restaurant. Let's check the room in the model. The name of this room was changed. In Renga, user can set the schedule properties that were created in the Object Properties editor. For that, on the command panel, click the Properties command and type a value in the value text box. Then click OK. You can also copy and paste a schedule in the Project Explorer. When copying a schedule to another project, the object properties and the filters are copied with the schedule. When you insert a schedule into another project, expressions set for object properties are not saved. This is the end of Lesson 11. To learn more, watch the video basic course. Lesson 12, Project Information.